What up, what up, what up, you guys? What is going on? Drop your cities below. Drop your cities below. Drop your cities below. Got some things to talk about. But first, let me know where you guys are. If you're in Texas, let me know you're safe. We got Baltimore. All right. We got Philly. Anybody in Texas? Do we have anybody in Texas? Let me know, chat. Let me know. We got Memphis. We got Phoenix. We got Illinois. We got Atlanta. Kansas City. Detroit. Indianapolis. Do we have any Texas people? Any Texas people? Okay, so yeah, so we got some Texas people in here. We got some Texas people. Hope you guys are safe. These floods are crazy, y'all. I'm just saying, I just did a video. Just showed you guys what's been happening. And here's the thing. Weather modification is a very real thing, you guys. I hope you guys know this. Now, if you want to call it a conspiracy, I'm going to bring up a few things, some receipts to maybe change your mind on kind of what this was, this cloud seeding, all these things people want to call a conspiracy, but it's not really a conspiracy. The difference between a conspiracy, you guys, and the truth is 6 to 12 months. We got Dallas, we got Charlotte, Charleston, we got South Carolina. What's going on? We got Granbury, Texas in here. We got Jamaica in here. What's going on? Yeah, I looked into the camp. We're going to get into it. We got D True coming up. We may have Unk in the chat. I sent 607 Unk the link. So if you guys know about him, he may be joining us. We got Devon True. And I have some updates on BH. A lot of people have been asking where BH is because he's overseas right now. He actually lost both of his phones. So that's what's going on. So until he gets his phones back, then we can go live. But so yeah, that's what's going on with BH. And we got some other news. Me, BH, and D True. But yeah, let's get into it, you guys. Let's go over some articles real quick. I want to show you guys some very interesting things. All right, let's go over it real quick. I'm gonna be wild in here. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna get in here. Let's see. I sent them the link. Let's see. I sent him the link. So he may be jumping in here. We may get a wild live. We may get a crazy live. But first, I want to show you guys the video I just dropped. Let's catch you guys up if you haven't seen or heard what is going on. Some of the updates that I found pretty interesting with the floods. So let's take a look. So I'll play you guys this video real quick. And then we'll get into some other stuff. Is it just me, or these Texas floods do not sit right with me? Now, Texas officials say they were caught off guard by the deadly rainstorms and flooding in which rose 26 feet
in 45 minutes. I mean, wouldn't it be wild that there's reports of blue rain falling in Texas just the day before?
Hey, we're camping in this beautiful state park in Texas, and it's been raining, and the water that's coming out of the sky is blue.
Now, wouldn't it be wild? In Kerrville, Texas, ranked second in the state for millionaires per capita with over 1,200, which I'm assuming a lot are landowners and homeowners. Now, it would be even more wild that a brand new power plant was approved back in March worth $175 million in Kerrville, Texas. Interesting. Now, this natural gas fired power generation facility is steps to enhancing local energy infrastructure. Now, why does this sound familiar? That's because you might need it for this. Kerrville has a 2050 plan for the city's growth, which could be a 15-minute smart city. I mean, it is pretty interesting that Texas has some of the biggest deposits of lithium, uranium, copper, lead, zinc. Think I've seen this movie before. I'm just saying it's kind of weird that they have a weather modification association in Texas for rain enhancement projects, but this is just a coincidence, right? Right? Not to mention, Tennessee just banned certain weather modification practices. Now, why would they ban something that doesn't exist? I would just like some answers. And this went into effect July 1st that prohibits the intentional injection, release, or dispersion of chemicals into the atmosphere. Hopefully Texas will follow suit in the near future. Now, condolences to everybody who lost their life, including that kids camp. Rest in peace. But what do you guys think about all this? Let me know below.
Man. So, you guys, I have a lot of questions. All right, and we got D True in the house.
What up?
So, it's been some very questionable things going on, and the fact that you have all these things lining up. Now, when it comes to the monsoons and the floods, this isn't, out of the ordinary, but I like to pull some things up that's very interesting because I have a lot of questions. So let me share this with the people. So they said that they were very caught off guard. They were very surprised at this. So it says, this came at night. Texas officials say they were caught off guard by deadly rainstorms and flooding. Now, here's the thing. They said that this flood rose 26 feet in 45 minutes. Does that sound normal?
That's insane. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, because, people are saying it's a flash flood. Okay. Let's go with that. It's a flash flood. But the fact that they have in Texas a weather modification association where they do cloud seeding, they do literally weather modification.
You know what this makes me think about? Remember those clouds I was telling you that I just saw that was out here like 2 days ago or like 3-4 days ago?
Yeah.
Okay. These clouds had like lights in them. It was weird. They were like blinking and it wasn't lightning. I literally just I recorded it, so I'll send you the video and you can pull it up. But
I remember.
Remember that? That was just like maybe 2 days before this.
Yeah, and the cloud was actually looking. It looked like it was blinking. It looked like it was literally like a glitch. Yeah. And here's another funny thing.
On camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it. But also, there is some footage, I believe, like a day or two before all this happened, where there was a lady at, I think it was at Lake Tahoe, if I believe, and the water was buzzing. The water was like glitching. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, we got to see that. Pull that up.
Let me see if I can find that because that happened as well. And I found that pretty interesting too. Let's see. I believe it was Lake Tahoe. Lake Tahoe. It was like a water glitch, water buzzing. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if we can find it.
That sounds impossible. Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it.
That's
1 second. So watch this.
He said we don't have any sound. Can you guys confirm the sound? Can you hear us?
Thumbs up in the chat. Thumbs up in the chat, y'all. Yes, this is Lake Tahoe.
That is so weird.
Watch it again.
Run that back. Run that back. Run that back. Okay. Thanks, y'all. Everybody can hear us.
That is so weird.
That's crazy because that's okay. So you have water buzzing and like it's like glitching.
Yeah.
And this is all before.
Right
You know, Lake Tahoe's not near, obviously near Texas. We know that. But there's been some strange things happening. I even posted a video on my TikTok where even where we are, like it's abnormally like just raining and then it's like heavy and it's just like a switch. But this just gives more credence to like what we're
Angelica said this was definitely weather manipulation. I lived 36 minutes away from there and saw that the storm didn't move for about 12 hours, oddly enough.
Wow. So
everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying the same thing.
Yo, so when you look at patterns though, like the patterns, like people are saying like, oh, it could be a coincidence. The fact that this happened, okay, fine, we can go with that. But the pattern of it is very strange. The pattern doesn't, you know, when you have certain like movements that all of a sudden it just comes like it's different from a flash flood. I'll say that.
Okay, another sign that we had, and I think they were testing it here first because remember we had that flash flood out of nowhere here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? That was just like 4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah.
So that was extremely abnormal, especially in Vegas at this time. Usually, like Nevada has like that around like maybe May or June, but this was not like a normal kind of flash flood. We don't get that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, somebody said in the chat, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please do share out the live, you guys. Appreciate you guys. But yeah, I think that and everybody's been saying this, even with the blue rain, that's a very clear indicator. Okay. Like we're talking blue rain, and some people were saying, like, oh, well, this happened like months ago. It's like, well, that's not normal either way. Whether I don't care if it happened yesterday, I don't care if it happened a month ago. Blue rain, and we saw purple rain as well in May. None of this is normal.
Yeah, no matter when it happened, it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, have you ever seen blue rain before or purple rain before? No. How? Nobody's seen that type of rain. Now, looking at this article, again, let's pull this up. I like to bring receipts. Tennessee has voted to ban something that doesn't exist. What are they talking about? Oh, they're talking about chemtrails, right? Something that was quote unquote a conspiracy. But here it is. Now, this took effect last July. Okay. So this passed on a vote of 25-6. And then it went into effect in last summer. But lo and behold, like here it is, right? So how can they ban something that doesn't exist? 'Cause, 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 Just saying.
Just saying. Just saying.
And to go even deeper, what did Prince say? He had a song called what?
We know. Purple Rain.
He had a song called Purple Rain. Now, didn't we see Purple Rain back in May? Because here's the thing too. Here's what's really weird. So Prince used to always talk about chemtrails. He said he used to see him as a kid, and this is way back in the day. And then later on, he talks about Purple Rain. Now it's very cryptic what he was saying, and he was saying that every time these chemtrails would go over his city, then all of a sudden people would just get irate. People start fighting. They get all crazy. Just saying. And he was a big advocate for chemtrails. Like he's or to be against it. He used to always talk about chemtrails. So I thought it was funny that he has a song called Purple Rain.
Interesting. He was very much conscious as well. So
Prince was ahead of his time. Now we're about to really go crazy and go left field. So with Prince, he also has a song called Pope. Okay.
can y'all hear me all right? Somebody said I got some feedback on my speaker.
Yeah, you got a little feedback.
Is that better?
I think that's better. So check this out. So Prince has a song called Pope, right? Now this song came out. Let's pull it up. I'll pull up the wiki.
Oklahoma had historic rainfall this year. Yeah, I've been hearing about that too.
So let me pull up this song. I believe he has a song called Pope or something like that. Let me see. I want to say it is. Let me see. I got to pull up this where it says song. Keep saying the B. Yeah, he has a song called Pope. 1993. That's what it is. I think it's 93. The B-side, discography. So this song that he released was on a very interesting day. I want to show you guys the actual date. If I can find it. I think it was called Pope. I believe it was called Pope.
That's right. He knew too much and wouldn't sell his rights.
Yeah, Prince. Yeah, he wasn't for that either. That's why he couldn't use his name after a while, because essentially Warner Brothers owned that name, so he had to turn his name into
the symbol, right?
The symbol. So here you go, Pope. Let me pull it up for you guys. So Pope is a near single release on his greatest hits. Is recorded in May of 93. And it came out, I believe it was the same day that the Pope got elected, the new Pope.
Yep, he was fighting against the same label as MJ.
So September 4th or September 14th. Now, remember that date, okay? Remember that date, September 14th. Now, we have Pope Leo that just came into power. right? So Pope Leo, remember that date, September 14th. How is it that Pope Leo, the new Pope, was born on the same day?
The same day.
There you go.
Sheesh.
How is it that Prince had a song about Pope Leo the same day, and he had this song years ago? That's very strange. So, coincidence?
The coincidence specialist.
I'm just saying. That's pretty odd. That's the thing again with Purple Rain and the Pope. It's pretty weird. Now, I believe it was the same day. Let me see. Prince, the musician. Let's pull this up. Oh, yeah. So, how is it that Prince died on April 21st? Here's where it gets spooky, y'all. April 21st, right?
Oh.
Who was the last pope? Oh, he died the same day.
No fucking way.
So you mean to tell me Prince
Hold
died
on.
the same day as Pope Francis, and he
I
has a
know that.
song about the other pope, and that's the same day as he's born?
Yeah, that's wild.
It's a little wild.
That's wild. I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So yeah, Prince was tapped in on a whole nother level. He warned us about the chemtrails with Purple Rain. Okay, so it's very, very interesting. I'll say the least. The coincidence specialist is in for duty.
Back at it.
Okay?
Back at it. You know why FEMA was running a cop like usual? Huh.
And then also, Prince warned us about computers. He had a lot of like cryptic messages. Go back to, I believe it was either 98 or 99. Yahoo had the music. It was something, I think Yahoo used to have music awards or something, I believe. It was the Yahoo Music Awards. He was saying, hey, be careful with computers or something of that nature. It was at the Yahoo. I remember something of that effect. But yeah, Prince was there warning people about it and whatnot, about computers and whatnot. Very strange. Prince wasn't on my Maverick approach bingo card, but I love it. Very interesting. Yeah, Prince was tapped in, you guys. Prince was tapped in, and I think they took him out as well. I think they took him out. So pretty interesting. So with these floods now, going back to that, I just feel like it's something's afoot. And there's many other things. If you guys watch my video, go to my X account. I'll show you guys. But again, the fact that they have a power plant as well. I want to pull that up too. So there's a power plant that they just approved in March in Texas.
Oh, actually, yeah, I just heard about that. Yeah.
175 million. We'll pull this up. And this is why I'm pulling all these receipts up, you guys. And look where it is.
Break it down.
So right here, City Council approves $175 million power plant project in Kerrville, Texas. Exactly where all this is going down. So this is a natural gas fire-powered generation facility. So basically what this is for is to enhance local energy infrastructure And I was showing people that there's also something in Kerrville, Texas, where they don't call it a smart city plan, but they said it's by 2050 they're going to upgrade the entire over the next 25 years they're going to upgrade the entire infrastructure of the city. Now you would need something like this for this, right? Construction to wait, hold on. Look at this. Construction is expected to begin by when? Summer of 2025. Interesting. So you mean the same time that this is going into effect? All this is happening?
So why do you think that is? Why do you think they're doing this?
Well, here's the thing about Kernville. It's the second largest per capita of millionaires in the state of Texas. So they have over 1,200 millionaires just in that city. So and a lot of those people are probably owning land and houses and whatnot. Now we're going to see a lot of people selling their land, a lot of people selling their homes. Sounds very familiar.
It's like back to back disasters where the whole city is just getting wiped. Like I don't know if has it happened like this many natural disasters back to back like this.
Yeah, because we've seen
Asheville
Asheville
are wiped out.
We've seen Asheville last year.
Let's go down the list.
I mean, you have Asheville. You have I believe it was they got hit not too hard, but pretty hard. It was in Florida because I remember the whole thing with Lieutenant Dan and all that stuff. You guys remember that? We had Asheville, North Carolina. Chat, where else have we seen natural disasters last year? There were so many. I know we had California. That was earlier this year, right? So California earlier this year. And now there's fires again in California. But they said they're still finding bodies in Asheville. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like Asheville seemed like it was like years ago now, but that just recently happened not too long ago. Like how many other crazy natural disasters does it take until we start asking questions? Like we've seen
cities get wiped out.
Yeah, we've seen bad weather before, but like for cities to get wiped out, and then still have these smart city plans that's kind of around the same time.
It's and the thing is, what's so weird to me is there's not much of an uproar. Like people talk about it, but there's it just seems like everybody just forgets. It's just like, oh, okay, natural disaster. It's like, yo, the whole city is gone. Like how many times and then it's a big project announced right then and there in that little area where it happens. Like it's so blatant. They're just getting sloppy. I don't even think they care anymore, honestly.
Yeah. And then they had that summer camp where there's like a lot of teens lost their lives, a lot of people lost their lives. So condolences to them. It was crazy. This is very reminiscent. I mean, this has been happening for the past couple of years. If you remember, obviously, Maui. Okay. We seen that. And then what I was finding funny, like pretty funny too, like pretty interesting. So Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. So if you guys don't know, Mountain Dew has Summer Freeze. They have a lot of correlations. If you guys don't know, there's a lot of correlations with certain flavors and events. Okay. It's pretty interesting that the Summer Freeze, which this isn't a freeze, and I made another video showing how people's credit could be frozen, their bank accounts be frozen. I did a video on that. Could be that, or the fact that let's go over some flavors real quick. Mountain Dew, new flavors. So let's see. They have 4 new flavors this summer. And if you guys don't know my Mountain Dew theory, just type in Maverick Approach Mountain Dew. It'll come up. You'll see it on Daily Mail. It went crazy viral everywhere. So Mountain Dew has some flavors. Dragon fruit. Don't know what that. It could be nothing. I don't know about dragon fruit. Here's Summer Freeze. That's one of them. Infinite Swirl. Okay, so here you go. Hold on. So Infinite Swirl we saw last year. And what did we have last year? Hurricanes, tornadoes. And that was the same time. So that's one thing, right? Let's see. They said Orlando flooded too. Anybody in Orlando can confirm that? Is Orlando going down right now? What's going on? Somebody said China could be dragon fruit. They're getting hit horribly. Oh, could be.
Huh.
That's a great theory because China's getting floods too. And then somebody else said fires could be dragon fruit. Could be because I'm seeing fires again.
Yeah, they're going crazy right now.
Oh, sweet lightning. I forgot about this one. Sweet lightning.
I didn't think about that one.
Now, what comes with a storm? Thunder, lightning. So you have a sweet lightning flavor?
Yeah. We've been getting crazy lightning too out here. Like,
Yeah.
it's been a weird week.
Damn. So you have the sweet lightning. There you go. So you have Infinite Swirl, lightning, fire. So all these flavors correlate with weather. Interesting. So, or at least elements, right? Fire. You have lightning, whatever the case may be. But that's pretty interesting. And this is a voodoo one. I don't even know what this is. And then they have honeydew, which could be nothing. Honeydew melon. But that's very interesting. So you have sweet lightning, infinite swirl, summer freeze, dragon fruit. Yo, Mountain Dew strikes again.
They don't miss.
Mountain Dew doesn't miss, y'all.
They don't miss.
Mountain Dew doesn't miss. So here's the thing about Mountain Dew. If you don't know, who owns Mountain Dew is PepsiCo.
Who owns PepsiCo?
Who's a part of PepsiCo? Who's the CEO? Let's pull him up. Let's just pull him up.
Yeah, just pull it up. Just pull it up.
We have PepsiCo CEO. Okay, PepsiCo CEO. Let's go ahead and pull him on up. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Links are below. So Raymond, how do you pronounce it? LaGuardia? I think it's LaGuardia. So he's the CEO, right, of PepsiCo. Now he's also right here. Let's read this out loud. In addition to being a member of the PepsiCo board of directors, Raymond is the director of Visa Inc. He's a co-chair of the World Economic Forum board for stewards for the Food Initiatives Program. Food Systems Initiatives Program.
He's a big dog.
There you go. So you're part of the World Economic Forum and you're heading up the Food Systems Initiatives? Interesting.
Isn't that kind of a conflict of interest?
It's not a conflict of interest, but it's just it's a very interesting fact. In 2023, LaGuardia's total compensation from PepsiCo was $26.2 million, up 8% from the previous year. So you get $26 million a year as PepsiCo. Like, it's a big company, yes, but that goes to show you how much money, how much ownership that they have over certain products. It's the illusion of choice, you guys. You're thinking you're picking one product and another product and another product. Guess what? They all own them all. They all own them. So you think you have a choice? You don't.
All one and the same, y'all.
All these companies, all these different products, you guys.
And BlackRock is, of course, is the main shareholder in Pepsi. By the way.
Well, BlackRock owns everything. They own damn near every corporation, every mega corporation you can think of. They own them all.
Yeah.
Either a minority or majority. Somebody said the World Economic Forum had that meeting about depopulation. Yeah.
It's all right in front of us. It's all right in front of us.
You have all these elites talking about depopulation. Meanwhile, they're having a bunch of kids themselves.
Right.
Somebody said blue rain. Yeah. So think about it. Even with the going back to Mountain Dew, think about this. Summer freeze, blue. And this is like another like greenish blue. Oh, shit. Yo, hold on. Think about this. So one video, it was blue rain. We saw that, like, or as many videos with blue rain. And then the other ones were like this color.
Yeah, like greenish.
Yeah, like a greenish, bluish. Like some of them were like a bluish, purplish. And the other one were like a greenish, bluish. Yo, we got to pull that up. Hold on.
This is a lot to process. I'm right with you, bro. I'm right with you.
I want to see something. So the blue rain, because I want to show you guys the purple rain too. Purple rain. Oh, wait, here you go. I want to play this Prince clip real quick. Because he was talking about the chemtrails. So look at this.
See, you know, when I was a kid, I used to see these trails in the sky all the time. And so, oh, that's cool. A jet just went over. And then you started to see a whole bunch of them. And the next thing you know, everybody in your neighborhood was fighting and arguing, and you didn't know why. Okay? And you really didn't know why. I mean, everybody was fighting. So he started riffing about the chemtrails. And he started to say things that hit home so hard. And I would recommend that everybody try to get what he said online or wherever and try to get a copy of it and just listen to it. Because I was so moved that I had to write the song. The other thing is the first line of the song says I was born on the same plantation in the United States of the red, white, and blue. And we live in a place now that feels just about like a plantation. We're all indentured servants, you know. When I found out there were 8 presidents before George Washington, I wanted to smack somebody. You know, I wanted to know why I was taught otherwise. Just tell me the whole story. I'll fill in the blanks, but don't tell me something that you think.
That's crazy.
Damn.
Yo,
Prince, man.
he was on it.
Rest in power to Prince. Because imagine if Prince was alive today.
Oh, man.
All the stuff going on.
He would be all over it, bro. Like, he would be on it. And he was talking about this back then, you guys. He was talking about this back then. Like, nobody was talking about this back then. Like, he was talking about chemtrails then.
Tapped in.
He just said that there was 8 presidents before Washington, which is true.
Sounds like Prince was going down the rabbit hole too, and this looks pretty recent. I think this
Yeah.
might be like more of his recent interviews.
Yeah, this is probably like more recent, probably within the last like I would say like 15 years or something. Because I mean, when did Prince die? When did he die?
Tell the people how you found that interview, in case they want to. What do they type in to find that interview? The long version of that. Because I've never seen that.
Just type in Prince chemtrails, or I can I'll retweet it on my X account. Go follow me on X, you guys. It's Mav Approach, MAVE Approach. I'll retweet it as well if you guys want to see that. So Prince died. That was 9 years ago.
Damn, I thought it was longer than that. It was 9 years? Felt longer.
It'll be 10 years next year. It was 9 years ago. So yeah, so that interview was probably within the last like I would say probably in the last 15 years. Easy. So but yeah, if you guys want to check that out, go to my X account.
Whistleblowing at its finest, Prince was telling people like Kanye is now and Terrence Howard. Yeah, exactly. Facts.
Yeah, it's a lot that people, back then they just weren't aware of, and now I feel like when people are, I'll save this too.
When I was a kid,
people like none of this stuff is really new. It's like some stuff is like just rediscovery, because chemtrails seems like it's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, imagine the effect that it's been having on us all this time.
Yep. And that's what he was saying.
This is why we constantly need to detox, guys. Always. Your food to everything. Your whole body, you need to detox. Constantly.
Yep. I'm going to tweet this out so you guys can repost it.
We're working on that one. Terrence Howard. Definitely working on that one.
Yep. So I just retweeted that. You guys can go follow me on Mav Approach. It's
definitely go tap in.
MAVE Approach. Go to my X account. I just posted it. But yeah, he's right on the money, you guys. Yeah, I want Terrence Howard on the show for sure. We got to get him.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I got a couple people. We got some mutuals, so we try to work it out. Hopefully, we can make it happen soon for y'all.
Yeah. So next, we got to go over this. So you guys have been seeing a lot about Elon. So Elon has been talking about creating a new party. All right.
So he's still talking like that.
Well, he's doing it now.
Oh, so now he's doing it.
Yeah, the America Party. So these are all the people who have came out and supported him so far. Mike Pence, Mark Cuban, and a few other people. But how do we feel about this? Because look, Elon.
What does that even mean? Like,
yeah, because you got to understand, like, he does this right after the big beautiful bill, and he is now creating his own political party, which he said he was going to do, which is why he put up the votes. So here you go. So what does this look like for the next, next election? Who's he going to fund? Who's he, going to put in place?
Yeah.
He can't become president, but he's doing it. And he has Mark Cuban. I don't know about that.
Yeah. He needs some more firepower than that.
Yeah.
Mark Cuban doesn't really have he doesn't have too much influence.
Somebody said Elon is a reptilian.
I can see it, to be honest.
Chat, let us know. Is Elon a reptilian? What do you guys think? Either that or a robot or part robot.
I think, me personally, he might be AI.
But what if he has the Neuralink chip in his brain already?
Well, yeah, that's likely that's he already has AI implanted into him, so technically he's AI.
Elon is not controlled opposition. He was the ops from the start. Yeah, I mean, he could be. We don't know for sure. I just think that it is very interesting that he's doing this now. It's something's up. Can we trust somebody like this? Can we trust somebody who is putting chips in people's brains and then taking them to Mars?
And now he's trying to start. He's trying to start his own party now. So like, I don't know. It's just I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it.
Somebody said in the chat, I think the original Elon is a lizard, but his clone is a robot. How does that work?
That's different.
So his clone is a robot, but the first one's a lizard. That's a deep one right there. Somebody said bot. Somebody else said, I think all presidents are reptilians. Did you guys know that all presidents are related? All of them. Like Trump is related to very distant cousins of Obama, but also Obama is related to Bush, so on and so forth. Even celebrities. You guys know that Angelina Jolie is cousins of Hillary Clinton. I hope you guys know that. And Tom Hanks is related to Abraham Lincoln. Look up Abraham Lincoln's mom's maiden name. It's Hanks. So we're in a script, you guys. This is the Truman Show.
All these people were chosen. These people were already placed here, guys.
Has anybody seen Truman Show? We've all seen the movie Truman Show, right? Is that where we're living in right now? Because that's what it seems like right now.
Shout out to Angel. Said he's watching from Puerto Rico. First time I caught y'all live. I love y'all show. Been watching every time y'all post. Much love.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Oh yeah, the only president. Yeah, you got it right. The only president that's not related is Van Buren, and I think I have to double confirm this, but I think JFK wasn't related either. I want to say that. Oh yeah, Newsom. Yeah, Newsom and Nancy Pelosi. That's her nephew. You guys. Hope you guys. Fun fact: Nancy Pelosi's nephew is Gavin Newsom. Surprise, surprise, right?
And they're like close relatives.
Yeah, they're closely related.
So they know each other like that's fam. But you see how they move though. They move very slithery, both of them.
They both look like reptilians to me.
They move like reptilians, move like snakes.
Yeah, because how do these people like move the way they do? And you know what I'm saying? Like they
how do they sleep?
They're just so cold, right?
Yeah. What's the car reminds me of Christian Bale in that movie? What's that movie?
Which movie?
Is it American Psycho, or is that the one Bale's in?
Yeah, American Psycho.
Yeah. That's who Newsom reminds me of.
Yeah, there you go. So Newsom, yeah, let's see if they can find a picture of American Psycho.
Literally, you can A and B it.
Oh wow, yeah, he does.
Told you. It's all in the movies.
Look at that.
It's the same person, bro.
Yo,
It's the same person.
he's even wearing the pinstripe suit.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
What? And the same tie.
I'm telling you.
Look.
I've been saying it. Nobody's been hearing me. I've been saying they're the same person.
That's crazy.
That's insane, bro.
Yo, how did he have the same tie and the same pinstripe suit?
Come on.
What?
Come on.
Shout out, Nikki. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so a lot of these people, you guys are related. Somebody said Wernher von Braun was with Hitler dealing with real and predicted Elon in his book. Yeah, so Wernher von Braun, you guys, Nazi scientist who's the founder of NASA, brought over by Nazi Germany. He wrote a book called Project Mars. And that book predicts a man named Elon who takes humanity to Mars. Can't make it up. Like how? So Wernher von Braun, let's pull it up.
Pull up the facts, man. Just yeah.
Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up.
Y'all going crazy in the live. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all going nuts. BH is out. BH is he's in Europe right now. He lost his phones, but he wants to let y'all know that he's good. He's straight. BH is good.
BH is good. He's straight. He's getting his phones back, and we're gonna be cooking.
Yep.
So there it is, Project Mars, you guys. A Tale by Wernher von Braun. There you go. And this book came out in the 60s. Or no, I want to say, when did this book come out? I want to say 50s or 60s. It came out, let's see, Wernher von Braun, here we go, wiki. It was published. So the original, which was written in German, I believe, let's see, translated years later, 1949. So that was before Elon was born.
Damn, dropped at 49.
The English translation of the unpublished German language science fiction novel written by German-American rocket scientist Wernher von Braun in 1949. So there you go.
Damn.
And when was Elon born?
Shit, probably what? Late 60s?
1971.
Damn.
So way later. So how is it that he's predicted in this book? 20 plus years later. How? Even if that you just decided to, your parents read this book and was like, okay, I like the name Elon. I'm going to name my son Elon. What are the chances that man actually becomes a billionaire and actually has an space exploration company and he's going to Mars? That's a 1 in a billion chance. You can name an Elon and it doesn't mean he's going to be a billionaire and go to Mars.
So how did he spell Elon in that book? Did he spell it the same?
Yes.
Is Elon a common name?
I mean,
I've never met anybody named Elon.
Maybe in South Africa. I'm not sure. Maybe.
Let me hold on.
Look right here. Here you go. The interest in this book rise in 2021, but people connected the Martian leader called Elon.
Come on. That's crazy.
So, and it says that, however, Elon Musk's dad inserted in 2022 that he was fully aware of Wernher von Braun's connection in naming his son. That doesn't mean anything, though. Because, yeah, you can be aware of the book. Doesn't mean you're going to be a billionaire and actually go to Mars.
That's what I'm saying. What's the chances of that?
You could have ended up working at T-Mobile or been an NBA player. Who knows? Just saying. Seems like somebody has some type of technology where they can look into the future or the past, whichever, or both. It's the same thing. Once you have that, type of technology, time really doesn't exist. It's another tool. You live outside of it, so you can go back, forth. How the same thing? How I made the correlations of Back to the Future with Biff and Trump and how they're connected, 88 and all that other stuff. So again, these people, are they put in place that, or they just got there by chance, or they are put in place? I'm just saying. So very interesting. By the way, you guys, I have a decode module on Break the Matrix. If you guys go to Break the Matrix in the link below, if you guys are on YouTube, the link is below. Join my Break the Matrix because I have a whole community, and you guys can actually go to the module. I have different modules for like crypto, AI, all that stuff. And I have a new module I put in there for decoding. So a lot of people want me to decode things and whatnot. So I put a decode module to where it shows like how to break down numbers, logos, symbols, to look for things. Because I believe you have to really be aware on a different level mentally to even digest these things. So it's all connected. So make sure you guys join Break the Matrix community. I'll drop it in the chat. I'll drop it in the chat for you guys.
Somebody said, Mav, have you heard of Jesse? Let me see. Cesar Botar? I don't know how I'm gonna butcher that name, but I
haven't. Who is that? Let's go down the rabbit hole. We in it now. Let's see. We almost got 600 people in here, you guys. Keep liking, keep sharing, subscribe. Almost got 600 people in here. Appreciate you guys. Somebody else said, or should I? Philly. So who is it?
Jesse. Czebotar.
All right. Let's see.
Going down the rabbit hole with y'all.
Yeah, let's see who that is. I don't know who that is, but let's see.
She was in the occult and got out and dealt with Elon as a child. So there's an Elon connection here. Sounds like.
Let's see. So let's see what they talking about here. I did hear that theory though.
What?
So okay. At the age of 3, Jesse gave her heart to Jesus. But is this the same person? Let's see. Successor of the Queen Mother of Darkness, however, Jesse refused to take her position as a Luciferian Brotherhood system. Okay. They're a whistleblower, and they're saying that they used to be part of a cult. Okay. Satanic Empire. So this person was connected to Elon?
That's what somebody said in the comments. We gotta confirm that. Said she was in the occult and got out and dealt with Elon as a child. Yeah. Let me see something.
They were groomed in a cult? Cabin in the Woods says we're all sacrifices for the Titans. Yeah, that's a crazy movie. They always put it in the movies, you guys. Here's another theory too. I want you guys to think about this because like there's so many different theories on like kind of like what life is. Now they're saying that, you know, could be the Titans, or we could be food for a certain race of beings. So let me see and pull this up. So there's there's a lot of theories. Yeah, Cabin in the Woods. I want to pull that up real quick. Has anybody seen this movie?
I haven't seen. So,
I'm a graphic designer specialist. I want to tap in with y'all. DM us. Yeah, if you guys are like graphic designers, coders, developers, anybody with like, you know, special talents, DM us. We're working on a lot of big things, you guys. So definitely hit us up.
yep.
Somebody said Elon's mom is a witch. I've heard that too.
His dad's been going in on him lately. Elon's dad.
But what if that's like all a play though? What if that's like that's all BS? Like he could be just saying that to like throw people off to be like, oh yeah, I'm the good guy. Like there could be psyops.
You think he's throwing it off to make himself look better?
Yeah, exactly. If you guys seen this movie's crazy though. This movie's crazy. Like this, I may want to watch this movie again, to be honest. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil it, but it's just not what it seems. So a group of kids go into a remote cabin. I'll read the synopsis. Cabin in the woods where their fate is unknowingly controlled by technicians as a part of a worldwide conspiracy where all horror movie cliches are revealed to be a part of an elaborate sacrificial ritual. Kind of gave it away right there, but that's what it says on the synopsis. So, but it's crazy though. I mean, most people have seen this movie, but it won't ruin it. It's a very interesting movie. I will say that. I will say that. Crypto Blood. What up? What up? We got to get you in here. Actually, I'm a DM you, Crypto. I'm gonna send you the invite if you want to jump in. We're going down the rabbit hole.
Elon in Hebrew means oak tree. Interesting. Black MAGA.
All right, Crypto Blood. I just sent you the link if you want to jump in. Wait, so hold on. Somebody said Elon in Hebrew means oak tree? Huh.
He said I can't call it. Oh, okay. I thought he meant he couldn't get in.
No. Yeah, he's talking about that. I just sent him the
He's
link.
saying he can't call it. Do you know what happened?
Hillary is a witch. So yeah, I definitely think Hillary Clinton is definitely. Remember, okay, hold on. You guys ready for this rabbit hole? Hold on. We're like, check this out. Check this out, you guys. So we're gonna hit a few turns real quick because I found something. I may do a video on it. So, okay, we all know about Hillary Clinton and her, you know, servers and her emails, all that stuff, right? So, for one, what just happened? We had Diddy get hit with his charges, but not the serious charges, right? Now, who was the lead prosecutor? The lead prosecutor was Maureen Comey.
Okay? Break it down.
Maureen Comey. Here we go.
Who's she connected to?
She's a lead prosecutor that said, quote unquote, suffered a massive loss in the prosecution. Or did she? Because she was also the lead prosecutor for Epstein. Okay, so again, Epstein, here we go. Here she is. And she's also the daughter of the former director of the FBI.
No shit.
Okay.
No shit.
And she was a lead prosecutor for Ghislaine Maxwell's case as well. So how is it that she's dropping the ball not once, not twice, but 3 times? Now, with Ghislaine Maxwell, she did get charged, go to jail. She got convicted and went to jail, but we still don't have names. So how do we have a person who has all these names and has the Epstein list? She's in jail, but we still don't have names.
Just protecting them. Just fucking protecting these motherfuckers.
And then Epstein, she's a lead prosecutor there. He gets unalived, right? Then you're on the case as Diddy as well. And he doesn't get charged with the actual crimes. Because I said Diddy's list is Epstein's list. So she's protecting that list and dropping the ball on purpose to protect that list.
All fixed, y'all. It's
Now-
all fixed.
Now, going back to Hillary Clinton, her dad, James Comey, was actually the head of FBI at the time that Obama put him in charge to oversee what? To oversee Hillary's case about those strange emails about the pizza and the other stuff. We all know about that. If you know, you know. All that came about. That's where it came from. Very interesting.
Very interesting. She said, how stupid did they think we are? Very stupid, they evidently.
Very interesting. We got Crypto Blood in the building. What up? What up? What up?
What's up, Dev? What up, Mav?
What up with you?
Man, we just putting it all together, man. It's just, you know, it's very strange times.
So we joining the American Party?
Man, I don't know what's going on with the American Party, bro. What is this? What
Huh?
are we talking about?
Sus.
Dev, you joining the American Party?
Man, I'm not joining nothing. My name Benny, I ain't in it.
Wait, so hold on. So what do you feel about this American Party? Like, what is your take on this?
I'm conflicted. I tweeted yesterday, bro. I'm conflicted because it could definitely be, you know, Elon is special and highly intelligent. It could have been a 4D chess move he did a year ago, 2 years. You know what I mean? To break up the Republican Party, but at the same time, I feel like he's got some valid points, man. Like this big beautiful bill, this BBB, almost BBW, this big beautiful bill is adding 5 trillion to the deficit, bro. That's not what we MAGA people voted for.
True, but here's the thing. No matter who's in the POTUS seat, the spending goes up. That's been a
but that's what we voted for, a change. We thought that Trump was going to be that difference.
I always say this. There's the same number of winners and losers every time. It just depends on who's telling the story and what side you're on. Okay? Because we could say, yeah, the spending goes up. Great. But who benefits and who comes on top from that? Because we can say, yeah, the spending goes up. But again, it's the same numbers of winners and losers every time. So what are we spending for? What are we cutting back? Who's benefiting? On what side of the fence are we looking at? Right? So I think that it's not a bad thing, because if you look at the bill, there are some good things in there. There are some things that's questionable. There are some things that does have some growing pains for sure. But now we're having a new America party. Now what this does is, yes, splits the vote. But also what it does is it it can get really tricky only because these technocrats, there's no limit to their power now, because now they're completely in politics.
Right. They up, down, left, right. You know, you can't even.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
that's facts.
I think they already took over, low key.
Yeah, they
I
have.
said that last year. I said it last year. I said, yo, I think we've already been taken over by big tech. To be honest,
JD Vance.
JD Vance. Yep.
He's all backed by all the tech money. He's connected to tech money.
Yeah, I don't like JD Vance. Never have. Something about him, bro. It's
Something,
weird.
yeah.
It's something about him, bro.
Something about
It may
him,
be
yeah.
that.
It is.
It may be that whole. Remember that trans situation. Remember that trans girl popped up for a minute during the campaign, saying that he was dealing with her in college or something. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I think I do remember something to that effect.
Maybe it's that. It's something that this dude is not genuine about. I don't know.
It's and did you see that thing where there was a foreigner, I forgot where he was from. He came over to America. He had a meme of JD Vance, and they wouldn't let him in the country because he had a meme of JD Vance.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
didn't know about that.
yeah. Somebody said
But
his
on the
eyes are
American
crazy.
Party thing, tip, bro, I'm just conflicted. I'm definitely with reducing the debt, being more fiscally responsible. I thought that's what Trump was about. I thought we were going to be no wars, and so far, you know, he has pulled off the move. You know, we're not in war with Iran, but I feel like it's too early to call that move. The ramifications from his move, it's too early to say it was a success. You
Could
know what
be.
I'm saying?
Could be. And I think this too. I think when it comes to with the tariffs and all these things that he's putting in place, we're not going to see a lot of the effects right away. So a lot of stuff has to play out in order to see the actual effects. But when it comes to, again, comes to the spending, I don't think, and here's the thing too. Are we going to get out of this debt? We're not.
No,
There's
we're
no
not.
way.
We're past the Rubicon. Yeah, it's point of no return.
So does it really matter about the spending? Yeah, we're like, it affects us, but like, there's no way we're getting out of this hole. And the only thing that we can really start to chip away at it is implementing a new system, i.e. crypto. So will they start to, I mean, we're seeing it now. They're passing a lot of, bills and whatnot for
Right.
crypto. I think we're shifting away. But what if, and this has always been my theory, what if they need to do this on purpose to crash the system to implement blockchain and crypto, to implement a whole new system? Because there's no other way. What do you think?
When you say crypto and blockchain, are you talking about these stable coins?
I would say this. I would say if you are in crypto right now, I would say you're in a good position because you are still in protocols that's truly decentralized. Now, if you start using their stable coins,
See,
that's
that's
a
what I'm
different
saying.
ballgame.
It's the same game, just 2.0,
Right.
3.0. It's the same game.
And that's what I mean. Like, I don't like the stable coins and all that. It does bring adoption. It's a necessary evil because it creates adoption.
Right.
And again, that's why I said if you're in crypto now, it does put you ahead. But if you start buying stable coins from Bank of America and Wells Fargo, it makes no sense.
Yeah, same shit.
It doesn't.
It's the same shit. Because here's the thing too. It's really for institutions. And I don't see the benefit of holding a stable coin from a bank.
No, they're
when there's
from a
stable
bank?
coins now. So that's
you
what I'm
mean
saying.
you mean like the banks creating their own stable coins?
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes. The only benefit would be some type of arbitrage where you would get benefits. It's almost like being within the Visa network or being an American Express card holder, right? You get perks and benefits. That's the only thing that I could see from a consumer endpoint where having a Wells Fargo token, if you hold these X amount of tokens, you get this XYZ benefit.
Right.
That's the only thing I can see.
Yeah. And then speaking of Texas too, and crypto and the floods and everything else, but Texas just passed a bill. Now it's law to where they have a Bitcoin reserve, a $10 million
Correct.
Bitcoin
I
reserve.
saw that.
So they're
I
making a
saw
lot of
that.
strides down there too.
Just with Elon, man, he kind of, and I know he probably threw you for a loop too when he turned on Trump like that. Even though I'm indifferent. Like I'm gonna point out the good and the bad in anybody that I'm following, and everybody should have some criticisms of whoever they follow or like. You shouldn't be 100% for anybody, right?
Right.
So
That's a fact.
I just feel like I didn't like how he played that move on Trump publicly. Not only being Trump who he is and the relationship they had, but that Trump's position as the president of the United States, POTUS, right? You just don't do that, bro. You do that behind closed doors.
Yeah,
Or
dude was
maybe he did, and that's why he got the black eye.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
Hey,
Damn.
honestly, it could all just be a game. To be honest, I mean,
Of course,
it could be a game.
I'm thinking the latter. I'm thinking it was a game because again, I already said Trump is the last president of this United States, and this could be the perfect
We
play.
talked about that.
Been saying that.
Because think about this: you create a new system or a new party to where now you can create a whole new system with blockchain and crypto. Now you have a new party called New America and whatnot. And now you're talking about a whole new party headed up by Elon, which could be a play to where Trump says, hey, let's beef, create this new party because I look crazy if I'm backing you and you're with me and we're creating a new party. But we beef, you get out of the Doge seat and all that stuff. You create a new party, and then that kind of gives way to the new system. Could be that.
I mean, Trump can't win. I mean, he's done after this anyway.
He's done.
So it makes sense for them to come up with this.
Yeah,
And he
It's not like
doesn't.
he
He
can get a
doesn't.
third term, so.
He doesn't like JD either. We clearly know that. He's been remember he was asked at the beginning, like, do you see, JD taking the 28 seat for POTUS or running? He's like, we'll have to see.
yeah.
So
Well, maybe
if
he felt
really
that way.
then-
Maybe he felt that way because JD Vance was like shitting on him before he got with him.
Right.
He was talking a lot of shit about
He
Trump.
sure was. He sure was.
Yeah.
So he could have been like, man, you faking the funk right now. Like, you're not really about this. Like, you kind of just playing your position. So I don't know. It's very interesting. It can go either way. But yeah, I've been on the fence with Trump. I mean, with Trump. Sorry, I've been on the fence with Elon for a minute.
When did it start? When did you get that, that sound? When did that happen? When did the splinter cell, when did that happen?
I would say probably more than a year ago. And
Oh wow.
Yeah, because when I start to put the pieces together and I'm like, he's creating a scenario that nobody's thinking about. To where he's in our minds now, literally, with Neuralink. He has transportation as far as with Tesla, but also space exploration with SpaceX. So it's just a very interesting scenario.
Infrastructure, internet.
Starlink.
And I can confirm from my source that works at Tesla that Elon's been building robots like 24. I said that last year that he's not even focused on cars anymore. So that's kind of where I kind of got a little suspicious because his main thing is just building robots now.
Yeah. So why are you building robots? Like, you're building robots to put what? Oh, you're gonna put Grok, your AI, in the robots.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now you have your army.
You have an army.
Right? So now you have a situation to where if you do start to take people to Mars, there's no laws, there's no government there, right? So now you have these robots that can build cities or whatever else you want them to do, be your police officers, and then be in our minds too. That's a lot of power.
Yeah, it's
Just saying.
And he's
some
unstable.
time shit.
He's unstable, bro. That's what I figured. Like that's what I realized about him. He's unstable.
Yeah,
He could turn on you in a blink of an eye. We saw it with Trump, and that's when I'm late. I'm late to kind of peeping what Elon might be about. But
yeah, and now he has a political party. So
shit.
all these pieces on the board,
Yeah.
like they're getting a little spooky now because now you're in politics, you're in our transportation, you're in everything.
Yeah, we see the play. I see the play.
It's a lot going on.
It's for someone unstable. It's not. That's kind of scary.
Not a good. Yeah, that's scary.
That's kind of scary, bro.
And he's the wealthiest person in the world on paper.
There's that.
So like that's like he might be Hitler, like
I'm saying
Turbo Hitler.
I'm saying,
and that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's thinking that Trump might be Hitler, but it's like, wait a minute. So you guys think that Trump could be this, but we're looking at all this other stuff.
Now here's some history lessons for people out there. So remember, it was when Hitler came about, it was another person before him. I forgot who.
Yes.
Right, Dev.
Yes.
And they and the people were like, oh, F him. We're gonna go with Hitler.
That's literally what happened.
The same shit.
It's the same thing.
Hold on. What's the name? What's his name?
No, you're actually right, because I was watching a documentary on Hitler. I said, oh, there was the Hitler before Hitler? And Hitler just so happened to go into the it was like the town meeting, and he got up and spoke one time, and people was like, we like this guy. This is our guy. And he took over. But there was a Hitler before Hitler, for sure. I forgot his name.
I forgot his name, bro. You gotta look it up real quick.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, I was tripping off of that.
I don't even know who to look up. Chat, if you guys know the name, let me know.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find him.
Yeah, I know the chat probably know.
Hold on.
That's very interesting, but history does repeat itself.
Yep.
History does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So let's see if we can find it real quick. Let me see. Anybody know in the what about Caesar? You talking about Stalin?
No.
Stalin was no. I was gonna say Stalin too, but no,
he was
it
smaller.
Stalin.
He wasn't as big as Stalin.
Let's see. Yeah, chat, if you can help us.
Let me see if I can search too.
Yeah, I want to know, because again, in order to know where you're going, you got to see where you've been. And this is with history. We always look up history and whatnot, right? Somebody said I share the same birthday as Hitler. That's funny. Well, that's not funny. That's kind of weird, but it's coincidence funny.
Oh, his birthday was 420? That's crazy.
Yeah, birthday's 420, which I always thought was odd. Because, they make it about smoking and all this other stuff. It's like, nah, that seems like a ritual type of thing. It's like a way to disguise. To like,
was it Paul von Hindenburg?
Yeah, I just saw that name. Let me confirm.
Yeah, someone else just said that too.
Paul von Hindenburg, is that him?
That might be him. Hold on.
That might be him, huh?
Wait, no, this is a former president. He was a president. No, this wasn't a president.
He was a German military and political
Weimar Republic. I think this was him.
Was this?
Oh, wait, hold on. He played a key role in the Nazi seizure of power in 1933 when he appointed Adolf Hitler as chancellor.
Maybe him, but I thought it was somebody else.
Yeah, so somebody else says Hindenburg. So it might
and
be.
And then yo, it's crazy, math, because I defended Elon on the joint.
Yeah.
I defended him on the joint. I
that was
did
crazy.
defend him,
That was
but
crazy.
now this shit is all starting to add up. It's looking like the end of the was Usual Suspect movie at the end. All the shit on the wall is all adding up.
Yeah. Right.
Somebody said King Leopold.
What's that name?
Yeah,
Leopold?
that name sounds familiar too.
I think that was way before him, though.
Yeah, that may have been way before him.
Yeah, he killed a lot of people. Leopold, yeah, that was in like the 1800s, like late 1800s. So that was way before. But nobody talks about him, though. I know King Leopold was diabolical, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Hindenburg. It might be Hindenburg.
It might be Hindenburg. I think it's Hindenburg, man.
They said that he appointed Hitler.
Right. And then like Hitler kind of took the show, and the people started liking Hitler.
That's what it says. It says he appointed Hitler. Let's see what else. Opposed to Hitler and his Nazi party, Hindenburg nevertheless played a role in the instability that resulted in the rise to power. After twice dissolving the Reichstag, I don't know how to pronounce that, in 1932, Hindenburg agreed in January 1933 to appoint Hitler as chancellor in the coalition. So that's what it sounds like.
That's got to be him, bro.
Yeah, that might be
very interesting. History repeats itself. Now, because Trump can easily do that. He could be like, oh yeah, the next guy in power, I see the light. Let me go ahead. Because it sounds like they were beefing at first back in the day, Hindenburg, and he opposed them, and then all of a sudden, handed the baton to him.
Right.
He can endorse them. That's what I'm saying. He can endorse them in the end and be like, hey.
He can endorse them because he won't look crazy later on.
Yeah.
Because right now we have the Republican Party. If Trump turned his back on the Republican Party and said, hey, New America Party, it would be kind of weird.
Yeah, he'd ruin everything.
You look crazy, but like later on, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead with this New America Party.
Yeah.
He already got beef with like half the Republicans anyway.
Yeah.
Correct.
So they're gonna join.
No, he got beat. No, he got beat up in the Oval Office. That's real beef. When you get them paws put on you in the Oval Office.
You think they throwing hands in the Oval Office?
I don't know where he got beat up, but the nigga got beat up, bro. I don't know if it was the Oval Office, the Circle Office, or the Square Office.
The Square Circle. It's the Square Circle like WWE.
Right. He got beat up.
Somebody said Leopold killed 10 million people in Congo. Yeah, he did.
Damn.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he killed like a lot of people, and like people barely mention him. This dude, he was pretty diabolical.
So that's more than Hitler.
Right.
Yeah.
So we should be. I'm from Congolese. I'm part Congolese from my DNA.
So we should
I should be running. Well, we should be like the small hats and be, reverting to that every time something happened to us.
Yeah.
We go back to Leopold and him killing 10 million of our people.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy.
But the ones in power, that's all it is. It's about the ones that's in power.
That's why it's called, you guys. That's why it's called His Story. Whoever wins tells the story.
Fact.
History is told by the winners, not the losers. So just saying, because it's very interesting that this dude killed this many people, and we're not talking about him at all.
And not talking
not
about
even a big deal.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And we know the numbers was inflated on that other situation.
Yeah.
And they say
crazy.
6.
It's crazy that we even have to talk like this. Like we can't even.
These are facts.
We can speak on any other group, but we just can't. The moment we say
okay, Dev and Mav, y'all remember all about the Benjamins, right?
Of course.
The track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, was it Sheik Luke?
Yeah, Sheik Luch.
Or
Oh no. I know what you're talking about.
when they blurted out the word Hebrew
Yeah.
on the explicit
Crazy.
version.
Yeah. He said, I'm trying to stack my chips like Hebrew.
I'm trying to stack my chips like, and couldn't even say that, dog.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's wild.
Round of applause to the small hands, man. Y'all
That's
got
crazy.
it. Y'all got it.
Yeah, y'all got it. No, it's crazy, bro. There's another thing too. Speaking of Hitler, you know, it was pretty funny. So the day that America struck back from the attacks of not Israel, well, for Israel to Iran, for the day that they did it was on the same day as this. It's very interesting. So again, going back to history, you guys, it's very interesting. Look at this. Operation Barbarossa. Have you heard of this?
Oh yeah, we talked about that on the stream I was on with you a few weeks ago.
Yeah, so it's the same day.
I didn't know about it until you brought that up.
Now, Operation Barbarossa is named after the Roman king Barbarossa. King Barbarossa, all right? So who is that? So check this out. Frederick Barbarossa. So this guy, Hitler was low-key obsessed with. And I find that correlation very interesting because we're talking about, you know, Elon and, you know, Nazi and all these other stuff. So this operation, in which they bombed the same day that they did Barbarossa back in World War II, where Nazi Germany invaded the Soviet Union. So Barbarossa, who was he? He was a king back in the day, and he was buried or allegedly buried in this mountain in between Austria and Germany. Now, Hitler was so obsessed with him, he built a house where this mountain's peak was called the Eagle's Nest. And on this mountain, it's this mysterious, mythical mountain to where the king is Barbarossa is buried there. And they said his beard, you know, because after you die, your hair still grows. His beard is still growing. And if it wraps around the table he's on 3 times, the end of the world is coming. Okay. And it's all correlated. It's all clicking. It's crazy. Now, what are the chances? All these dates line up. And people are talking about World War III. So Barbarossa, he was buried there. And they're saying, like, this mountain has, like, a labyrinth with, like, mythical creatures. It has, like, spells there. And we all know that Hitler was very into dark magic. He was looking into magic. He was looking into a lot of stuff. So why would you waste your time building an entire house on a mountain's peak where this man supposedly is buried if there's no truth to that?
Man, we gotta question all the narratives we were taught, bro. Like, what if? I'm just throwing it. What if Hitler was not the bad person that we think that he is? What if? What if this dude was something else, man? What if he was fighting against something?
We don't know.
We don't know. I'm just saying though, like, I gotta question everything at this point, bro. I don't know what to believe.
You have to.
Because he was obsessed with a lot of, like, esoteric stuff, man, and even the stuff, like, you know, he was obsessed with Antarctica. What the hell was going on there?
Yeah.
Oh, did y'all hear about that kid they stopped trying to fly to Antarctica? I think our content is getting to some of these kids out here, and they trying to find out what's in Antarctica.
Wait,
you hear about that?
What?
Yeah, there's a 19-year-old kid who flew past Antarctica, and he got arrested because he couldn't stop there. I'll pull this up.
Yeah, he tried to fly to Antarctica.
Let me pull this up. Damn.
You see that? You see that comment Boo put?
The kicker is Hitler was trying to destroy, and then frame it. I mean, we don't know. Anything's possible, you guys. We don't know. Now, here's the thing. We don't condone any kind of like killing and whatnot, but again, this is why it's called history, because his story.
No, I don't condone none of that.
We don't know
what is going on.
It's interesting when they do it. You know, we know what's going on.
You know what I have a problem with? You know, I do what I have a problem with when people are talking about, oh yeah, don't say this and say that about them. But here's the thing: when we're talking about killing each other, as far as black people, nobody raises an eyebrow.
Oh no, we get the green light. No, it's not even that we don't. No one raises an eyebrow. We get the green light to do it.
Oh, it's incentivized.
It's incentivized. Thank you. It's incentivized, bro.
Absolutely.
That's my.
It's actually crazy. It's like we live in the Twilight Zone, bro. To be honest, it's like, how's this okay? Like, yo, is everybody seeing this?
Yeah, because like, why are we like not in the uproar every day about black people killing other black people? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But here we go. We're talking about right here. So the 19-year-old influencer detained in Antarctica while attempting to make historic solo flight to all 7 continents. Ethan Guo was allegedly detained by Chilean authorities over the weekend after submitting a false flight plan. So this kid, he was detained after landing in Antarctica without permission. This dude's an automatic legend in my book.
Automatic legend.
So he gets arrested because of the Antarctic Treaty. Now, if you guys don't know about the Antarctic Treaty.
Yeah, that's who even arrested him. I know the Antarctic Treaty, but like, what does that even look like?
Well, it's the treaty to where nobody can land there or go there unless it's for scientific or peaceful purposes. Like you can't have wars there, and you got to be doing some type of research. Other than that, a commercial plane just can't land there. You get arrested. So it's very funny that everything that we beef over between China and Russia and America and this and that, we can all agree on that we can't go there. Everybody.
Yeah, it's something there, bro. See, Hitler was on to something.
100%.
So this Asian American pilot.
I might have to become a Kanye, man. I might have to go ahead and just do it, dog. I might have to put the black hood on, man. I'm just go ahead and throw it out there, dog.
Damn, is People Blood making a statement right now?
Hey, man, honestly,
we gotta question everything, Dev. We gotta question everything, and everything we think is crazy and cuckoo might be the opposite. We might be, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, man.
So it says that I think he was trying to raise money. Let's see, decision. His cousin was diagnosed with cancer, so he's doing it. Yeah, so he's trying to raise money and awareness for it. But yeah, he gets arrested for landing in Antarctica. Very interesting. So absolute legend for sure.
Icon.
So that's crazy. But I think that again, going to Antarctica, so even going back to Hitler, you guys,
yeah.
He was trying to do something there, and he had an initiative. I believe it was called, I forgot what the mission was called, but it's basically he claimed a piece of land in Antarctica called New Schwabe. And New Schwabe was named after a city in, Germany, Schwabe, and he's calling it New Schwabe. So why down there? Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Somebody
said we ain't gonna see little buddy no more.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, yeah. So what is his nationality? Where is he from?
They said he was Asian American, so he's from
Okay.
America. I'm
Okay.
guessing. He has a website too.
Damn, where did he
That,
fly from? Like, how do you even?
yeah. What's the flight path to
Yeah,
go to
what was that
Antarctica?
flight path like?
I don't
Through
know.
Alaska?
Maybe.
No, that's wait. Antarctica is South Pole or North Pole? I get them
South.
South,
south.
yeah,
Okay, so
south.
no, that ain't. Nah, I
Oh,
don't know how to.
so here's his flight plan right here. There you go, right there. So yeah, he didn't put it on the map, which is interesting.
No, it's down there to the right.
Did he? Let's see.
Oh
No,
no,
that's
that's Australia.
it's Australia.
Wait, so move up.
Antarctica's down here.
How the hell did he even?
That's what I'm saying. How?
Bro, this don't make sense, man.
So
Here we
here's what he
go
did.
again.
Look, here's what he did. Chile is down here. So he's not even going even down here. So somehow he put this on his site and he went down here instead and kept going and then got arrested down here.
Yeah, that's not like an excuse. He was probably just
In
like,
a
yeah, I'm
prop?
going all
Was
seven
he in a
continents.
prop plane?
Right.
Come on, dog.
Right.
No,
I
man.
don't
This,
know.
we need to look into this one, bro. This don't make sense, man. There's
It
no
don't add
way
up.
you can fly a prop plane all the way to Antarctica.
So it looks like 7 continents, 60 countries, 50,000 miles, 75 takeoff and landings, flight duration 100 days. Damn.
This is his website?
This is his website, and he's been flying. He says, "Oh wait, my passion for aviation began at 13. I earned my private pilot license at 17. So he's been flying for 2 years.
That's not that long.
He said,
No,
I've
it's
flown
not.
all over, let's see, 46 U.S. states across the Atlantic 3 times. He has 700 hours in flight time. Damn. That's crazy. Dude was on a
But,
mission.
hey, the 9/11 pilots only was training for 2 weeks, so yeah. I guess that's enough time.
Right.
Very interesting. Damn. So yeah, he got.
So he wasn't a prop plane. That's his plane right there.
Yeah. So dude was he's really down there. Oh boy, got arrested though.
Yeah, dude is a G, like I always said. That is.
Yeah, there he is. This dude flying. Yeah, he really getting to it.
Dang.
Man, young too.
That's crazy. Dude is out there. Yeah, that's wild.
He's a legend.
Yeah, dude's a legend for sure. So that's crazy. But any final thoughts before we get up out of here? We've been in here for almost 2 hours. Any final thoughts on everything? Floods, New America, anything?
I caught the tail end, man. I didn't know y'all talked about the Texas flood thing, and I just.
What's your thoughts on that, real quick? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't. I think it's just a natural disaster. I don't think there's anything special. What did y'all talk about? What were y'all? I mean, I don't know. I didn't dive into it like you. I know how you do, Mav. You be dissecting the joints. So I can't really speak on it that much. Only thing I would say is a tragedy with those girls at the Christian school. I thought that was just I got a little girl, so it's just like
Yeah, me too.
ooh, that hit home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. Blame it on global warming, you know. Run the liberal narrative. Just run that script.
Yeah. Rest in peace to them, man, for sure. I did do a deep dive, and I just found some very interesting odd things. Like there is a Texas Weather Modification Association. That's one. Nobody knew that. Then two,
No.
you know, they said that this flood rose 26 feet in 45 minutes, which is pretty fast, and that's very odd. You know, it's another thing.
Nobody saw it coming. There was
Nobody
really no
saw it
warning.
coming.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was reports, I've showed video of it, to where there's blue rain. Now, this rain that was coming down in Texas, pretty much like a month prior, showing the rain that looks like Gatorade. It literally looks like blue Gatorade water. And people are like, yo, what is this? So I just think that, you know, for one, weather modification is real because Tennessee just banned chemtrails and weather modification tactics. They just banned this last year. So why would you ban something that doesn't exist?
Correct.
So yeah, so I think that, you know.
But okay, so what's your theory on the reasoning behind this? What are they trying to do? There's an action and reaction. Like, so what's the reaction plan that they wanted from this?
Glad you asked. So there is a brand new power plant that they just approved in March. It's a $175 million power plant in the same area that all this is going down. That's one thing. Now, two, there's also massive deposits, yet again, of lithium, uranium, copper, zinc, and the fact that Kernville is the second most ranked city in Texas that's the wealthiest. There's over 1,200 millionaires in that area. Now, millionaires, they probably own what? A lot of land, a lot of homes. Now, all those people are wiped out. We have a power plant and the fact that they have a Kernville 2050 plan that nobody knows about, in which they have new infrastructure for sustainability. Sounds like that smart city play won yet again.
Sounds like LA.
Sounds like LA. Sounds like Nashville. Okay. We've seen this movie before. So all these things line up and then this happens. So y'all can put the pieces together for that. And of course, yes, follow the money. That's what I say.
80 people. That's a lot.
80
people? Wow. Yeah. Almost 100 people died already?
It's crazy.
Somebody said in the chat earlier that they're still finding bodies in Asheville.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a minute ago. They're still finding bodies. And yeah, sounds like Hawaii. Exactly. So Hawaii. Again, we're going to see this like what, every year now? Every year?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like every year.
Where we have these massive deposits. Same thing with the Wyoming fires. Remember that happened last year? And they had those massive lithium deposits.
So I'm up in the D, and you know, we just had another wave of this summer, but last summer I think we had the Canadian fires. And so them joints come through Detroit and it looks like LA. Now, I've been here for 40 years, bro. I've never seen this type of activity before until the last 2 years. It happened again this summer. Like,
really?
I don't know what they're doing, man.
Damn. Somebody said DARPA, hard at work. Yeah, I mean, you got HARP, you got DARPA. So what a lot of people don't realize too is this is a sidebar. Jeff Bezos, his grandfather actually worked for DARPA. So nothing is what it seems, you guys. So all these people who are it seem like they're masterminds and they're brilliant and like, you gotta look into their history. So you have some government ties there. You just so happen now to have like the biggest e-commerce, company on earth. Is that by chance?
Yeah, I'm starting to realize, bro, like the people in position in like really high power positions aren't there by mistake or aren't there on their own merit and grind. And they may have worked for it, but they got an extra push in the green light, just like we see in the music industry.
Yeah.
Everybody successful go through the Nori door. Like Hassan said, you got to go through the Nori door.
Go through the door.
Got to go through the door.
Yep.
That's what I'm figuring. That's what I'm seeing, man. I'm realizing.
Yeah. Even with like podcasting and a lot of creators now.
Yep.
Like,
yes.
I'm starting to see that too.
Same thing.
Yep.
Like
Some
certain
creators
people
that
are
just
starting to go to these doors.
They
I'm
just
like,
green like
pop
man.
it up.
They just
Yeah.
pop up and take off.
Yeah.
yep, I'm telling you.
Like
nothing-
so this is kind of like not in our cult, like in black culture, but I'm sure you know about this, Mav. Area 52, that podcast. You seen
yeah,
Area 52?
Area
I
52.
heard.
That's
The white dude, he's in Canada, got all the tats,
let me see.
does great work. But this nigga came out, he came out of nowhere.
Let me
He
see.
came out of nowhere, bro, and he interviews all the big UAP and
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if I see this guy before. I don't know
I
if
know you've never seen him?
Oh,
maybe.
podcast. Let's see.
No, I don't think
He
I've seen
does.
it.
You got to go watch it. He does great. He's got great guests that come on, man. All the big who's who of the ufology world. But he just comes out of he just can't to or he popped on my algo out of nowhere.
Oh, is he out of Utah?
He's in Canada.
Oh, he's in
if I'm not
Canada.
mistaken,
Okay.
somewhere,
No,
yeah.
I've never seen this dude. Yeah,
I've never seen him.
That proves the point there, though.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
How is it that we're in a similar space,
Right.
and we haven't seen you?
Usually,
Yeah.
usually.
How many subs he got?
You said what?
How many subs he got?
I think like 300,000 or 400,000.
But he came out of no, bro. When I tell you, this dude came. Yeah, he got 357,000 subscribers. But he's look at his views on his joints though, bro. Like 2 days ago, 324K. 9 days ago, 240. He doing numbers.
Anytime y'all have Walmart, right, entering the podcast space, y'all know there's infiltration. 100%.
Yeah, have you seen that?
Nah.
Yo, yeah, Walmart has a new initiative to where it's starting. It's in one Walmart right now, but Walmart has this thing called Create Studios to where they have podcast studios in Walmart. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up. Actually, play it for the chat.
Yo, so
Lab Rats. So he's legit. Lab Rats asks, is he fake or legit? I mean, he's legit. He does excellent work. His editing is on like another level. Wait till y'all next time I talk to y'all, check out one of his podcasts. You can be like, yeah, this dude is on some. But like he comes out of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, they
and interviews everybody.
Yeah, that's how you know when they just pop up with it, because it's not easy to just. I don't think people understand to just interview these high level people like that.
Correct.
Yeah, that's weird. So look, Create Studios opens in Franklin, Tennessee. So this is a podcast studio that's in a Walmart. This is in Walmart.
Damn.
So you can do podcasting, you can do music, you can do video production. They do all that stuff for you. They have engineers. This screams compromise.
Yeah.
Mm.
Plants.
Because you have a mega corporation like Walmart and you're making billions of dollars already. Why do you care about podcasting?
Because mainstream legacy media is dead. Dead. So now they gotta run our script. They gotta do they gotta run our script now.
Right.
Yep.
They gotta.
So this is why you guys, please support your creators, your real creators.
Gotta support us. Yep.
Support. And not only us, but other creators that do the good work and who aren't paid off and controlled ops.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure everything that all these creators are doing, including us, make sure you're supporting, because we don't want them to take too much market share to where now we got to play ball with them, or we got to go through some door to be more successful, because they're trying to create their own door right now. Literally.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Okay. So they're trying to be what we're doing. They're trying to be creators and get in this space. And I can already see this. I can see that this is the first step. The second step is they're going to start signing creators to these studios.
For sure.
And then they're going to be funding them. And then they're going to be controlling the narrative. And then it keeps going. And that's the new media that they're trying to get into. They're trying to break into.
I think they're already doing it. Like how he just said, you just got these people like pop up out of nowhere. I think they're already influenced, honestly.
Somebody said Franklin is near Asheville, and Nashville is the new Hollywood. I live close, and it's real. Yep.
Facts. Nashville's popping.
Nashville is up and coming.
Nashville's definitely
Nashville
popping.
is popping, bro.
Nashville's popping right now. So that's what's happening, you guys. That's how powerful our voices are, to where a mega corporation is threatened and they got to open up their own. They got to throw money at it and open up their own studio. Literally, that's what they're doing.
We on track, y'all. We on track.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So this is something to watch out for. So watch out for any new creators that come out of nowhere and just start blowing up. That makes no sense, because they're probably funded and compromised.
Facts.
Because I can see it. I can see that coming like from a mile away, bro.
Yeah.
So, because by the end of the year, it is projected globally, the just podcasting, is a $30 billion market cap. Just podcasting. We're not talking about other facets of content creation and all this other stuff, but just podcasting alone is a $30 billion industry by the end of 2025, you guys. So they see that and they're like, okay,
just give blood just a 0.01% of that bad boy. Can I get just a 0.01 congregation?
Facts. Exactly.
Woo!
Yeah, that's where it's headed, man. That's where it's headed. But let everybody know. We're gonna get up out of here. Let everybody know where they can find you, Crypto Blood. Make sure you guys support Crypto Blood too. Everything he has going on. So just
man. Check me out at Crypto Blood __ on X, the Red Nugent on YouTube. I stream usually almost daily in the mornings trading. I'm a trader, so by craft. So I do the algo. We gotta talk offline, bro. I don't know if you know, I actually create algos.
Oh, you do?
Automate. Yeah, I've been doing it for almost 10 years.
Oh yeah, we definitely got
to talk. we have to talk about that. But
sure.
Yeah, man, stay dangerous. Support Mav, support Dev, man. Y'all doing good work, and let's just keep it rolling, man.
Yes, sir. And y'all can find me at Devon True on Instagram, YouTube at the Devon True, or me and Mav got our pod at the Maverick Approach. So and we didn't announce the merger, but we gotta go on live from Off the Grid Network. But we just did a merger with Camp Capone News. So all of the episodes that we're doing, yes, sir.
That's major key. That's major key right there.
Grid Network episodes that we're doing will now be on Camp Capone News. So
that's what's up.
Yes, sir. So that's one of the latest and greatest pieces of news, you guys. So appreciate all you guys. Make sure you guys support us, please, because as you can see, Walmart is trying to get in our space. So we got to, keep pressing the line. I do have Break the Matrix. I'll drop the link in there. It should be in the link if you're on YouTube. If you're on my X account, I'll leave it in there. It's on there too. But it's Break the Matrix. It's school.com. It's SKOOL.com. Break the Matrix. That's my community. We have weekly calls. We teach AI, crypto, sovereignty, decoding, and everything else in between. So make sure you guys support, please. Thank you. And then, go to maverickapproach.com, and also follow me on Instagram. As you can find me too, is Maverick Approach. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. And as always, nothing is what it seems. Make sure you question everything.